Okay, hello and welcome back. Let's carry on where we left off, doing essentially nothing. Serbia is being invaded by the Ottomans as well. Now I'm wondering if the Ottomans are actually going to fully annex Byzantium here, or if they're just going to take Constantinople. Probably they're just going to take Constantinople. In which case, if we could get an alliance with Venice, we might be able to take the rest of Byzantium before they build anything up. Sure, come back. Tyrone became a vassal of England, of course. We're close, but not close enough. With 5 more relations, they might. Yeah, now they will. Come back from Genoa. Then we might declare a no-CB war on Byzantium. Whoops, not form a coalition, offer alliance. There we are. We can't fabricate a claim, they're too far away. Can't justify trade conflict, because neither of us have any power in Constantinople. But if we could get them, that would be something at least. There we are. Oh no. Ottomans have completed the mission, that's fine, don't care. But they full annexed, and they now have Athens as a vassal. So that's not going to work. What if we declared war on one of these guys? Would Venice join me? Venice wouldn't join me at the moment, because distant war, defensive attitude, fighting in another war. How about against Karaman? Wouldn't join me because defensive attitude, fighting in another war, distant war. They didn't have fighting in another war, they'd be down at 48. No, not going to happen. How about the Mamluks? Would you join me in a war against the Mamluks? You wouldn't, because defensive attitude, fighting in another war. If it wasn't fighting in another war, they'd be close. And then we look at Cyprus. They're very close. If they weren't fighting in another war, they would happily join. So, we might consider declaring war on Cyprus as soon as Venice is free to help us. Wallachia has entered a military coalition. Well, that's not going to do much. Venice currently fighting Siena. Call diplomat. I wonder if they're going to annex them. That would be interesting. Right, let's work on Genoa again. Where are Genoa? Here they are. They don't want an alliance, but they probably will by the time we've finished improving relations with them. Oh, can we... Are they close enough to fabricate a claim? No, okay. It's only Cyprus and the Ottomans. We can fabricate claims on the Ottomans. Not helpful. Has arrived home from Venice. Okay. We might want to look at Tunis. Would they ever want an alliance? Minus 80. Yeah, wrong religious group, etc, etc. Minus 80 isn't going to happen. Aragon. No. How likely are Poland to want an alliance? See, they're at minus 42 for some reason. They don't have a very high distance between borders. Austria have massive distance between borders. Apparently Poland are closer to me than Austria or something. It's all a bit confusing. The Ottomans wouldn't want an alliance. Karakoyunlu, wrong religious group, and etc. Yeah, 68. How close are Castile now? Are they closer? No, they're still minus 62. Ooh. Well, let's improve relations with France. Can't hurt. You never know, they might lose a war to Burgundy, then join in with us or something. could happen. These Greek patriots haven't progressed anymore, which I'm quite happy about. And we can upgrade our military technology. I probably should be saving up points or something, but I'll probably also want to get religious ideas as soon as possible. It's a shame we've got a terrible leader. Let's try and get as much admin points as possible. Brandon Marg, no, I really don't care. Hedges. You'd help me, right? No, not so much. We can't pick any rivals, I believe. No, we're too small to have rivals. We've learned about the Canaries. That's nice. Let's ignore demands, don't care. How are the Mamluks doing? We kind of need the Mamluks to be in another war. Okay, come back from Genoa. How are you doing? Oh, you peaced out with Venice. Okay. I didn't realise Siena was a republic either. Weird. Okay, Genoa. Nope. Neutral altitude, army strength. What if our army strength was higher? Maybe. So, if we build a couple of units, they might consider it. Next month. They probably won't. Venice revoked their guarantee, that's fine. Because we're allied with them now. We have an amazing administrator now leading our nation, so we're just going to boost up massively in administrative points. So perhaps we didn't need to put the national focus there. Well, you never can tell, can you? So Genoa currently have minus 17. When we build a guy, that goes to minus 16. Okay, so building guy is not that helpful. Their military power must have dropped though, because Bohemia entered into a military coalition against Bavaria. Oh no, it was 15, so it's actually gone up. Augsburg have gone into a military coalition against Bavaria. If we join that military coalition, could we get some land? Now that would be interesting. Probably not. Getting land in the HRE would be nice. We wouldn't be able to core it anyway, it's all inland. Right, do you know what? I've got 2 military units now. How do you feel about that? You're not particularly impressed, are you? Venice are improving relations with us. However, they're still defensive attitude, unfortunately. And we can probably lower the funding for our army. Bam. Because we're not going to need it. Having said that, what we might actually do, ask for military access. And we're going to transport these people over to Crete, because Crete is less likely to have rebels than Rhodes. And that way, we don't have to worry about rebels coming and just killing our army that we're spending a lot of money on. Ooh, revolt risk has gone up again. So we've now got a little pop-up telling us we've got a dangerous revolt in the making. Should keep an eye on that. Yeah, that's fine. Come on, mothball this guy again. Offer them military access. Keep relations up. Oh, having units there helps keep the thing down as well, doesn't it? Okay, let's leave our units there and risk. Risk the revolt. Just keeps unrest down a little bit. Not a huge amount, but a little bit. Might help. That was a short-lived coalition. There we are. 10.1 ducats for a guy. Keep unrest down as much as possible. Oh no, there's no friendly army or anything. I thought maybe if I increase military spending back up to full, then what happens? If I'm... oh yeah, then unrest goes down. Do I want to pay to keep unrest? Yeah, well, we will. Create an army for our nation. What we should do is we should create a general for our nation out of our leader. I want to save the military points for now. Right, the rival of a threat, Savoy. Can we get Savoy to like us 125? They like us plus 10 at the moment, so it's unlikely. Could we get an alliance with them? Probably not. Can we get an alliance with Genoa yet? Nope. They need to lose their army, basically. Can we get an alliance with France? That's not France, that's Provence. Nope, definitely not. Difficult. Okay, the higher their morale, the more effective this is. Okay, let's keep their morale up then. It's expensive, but it stops the revolt from happening. What we can do though is we can mothball this guy again. Now the question is, when will the Ottomans invade the Mamluks? Not anytime soon. Right, let's arrange festivities, get our stability up for free, not make it harder to convert Rhodes. Don't want to start converting it yet because it costs money to convert and will raise the revolt risk. If I can get my hands on a missionary advisor, then I will start to convert it, that is. Otherwise we're basically going to have to get religious ideas up. Burgundy have allied with Castile. The Ottomans are currently invading Dulkadir. That's fine. Can we invade Karaman right now? Nope. Can we invade anyone? Someone like Ferrara, for example. Venice would join. Austria possibly wouldn't. Now then, Austria are currently, what, losing a war? They're currently in a war. It's saying they wouldn't join. How about if it was Tuscany? Austria would join that, and so would Venice, so that's no use. Everybody would join that. Siena, Venice has a truce with them. How about Genoa? Whoa, okay, maybe not. Milan also has allies, and Austria would help them. Ragusa... Do Ragusa not exist anymore? Ragusa must normally own that. Yeah, they've died already. However, Bosnia don't look like they're doing too well. Could we take their land? We could take Bosnian land, however, it's got this problem of all being Orthodox. Apart from Dubrovnik. Could just take Dubrovnik. Maybe. That wouldn't be very useful. Compared to Ferrara, should be just a little bit more and might allow us to join the HRE. Is it in coring distance? Would we be able to core it? Where's our colonial map mode? It's too far away. What's close enough? So everything's too far away. Apart from Aragon. Aragon has presumably lots of allies. Portugal and the Papal States. Oh, and Naples, of course. Probably couldn't beat them in a war. However, if we took Ferrara as a vassal, we could then try and absorb them later. Not sure how difficult that would be. Or Mantua. Well, Mantua actually has allies. If we take Dubrovnik first, we'd at least have a trade port. Important centre of trade. That might be worth considering, actually. What's Bosnia's army like at the moment? Bosnia... Oh, they have 8,000 people apparently. Venice would help us kill that though. Venice would help us. Then we'd have Dubrovnik. Perhaps we could then look at expanding into Ferrara. Oh, having Ferrara would be so good though. Could possibly join the HRE. Which is not an uncommon thing to do. No, let's go for Bosnia for now. Just for Dubrovnik. Then we can... well, we'd want to fabricate claims on Naples. However, we could potentially beat Naples in a future war if they were no longer under the thumb of everyone else. Or potentially Urbino if they lost their alliances, which they might. Yeah, let's do it. Dubrovnik. Oh, I really want Ferrara. Ferrara would put us in a much better place, I think. It's just a question of whether we can vassalise them or not. Not whether we can vassalise them, whether we can absorb them later. I don't know if there's a penalty for size anymore. I don't think you can absorb people bigger than you, maybe? Let's go for Dubrovnik. Why not both? Why not both? Yeah, let's go for Ferrara, vassalise them, and then consider coming back for the other bits. What's Ferrara's fleet like? Will I need to wait for Venice to kill it? On that navy. Ferrara, they do have 7 ships. I'd have to wait for Venice to kill their navy, but that's fine. It says Austria won't join because defensive war, blah blah blah. Austria's in debt, domineering, war exhaustion, diplomatic reputation, manpower. Let's try it. Slow down time, see what happens. Milan has entered a military coalition against us. Oh, okay. That was actually quite shocking. Austria immediately makes peace. That's possibly not good. Tuscany has entered a military coalition against us. Wow, okay. I actually wasn't expecting that aspect of things. Right, that looks like Ferrara's fleet. So all we need to do is just sneak someone up onto the capital so that we can vassalise them. Siena has entered a military coalition against us. Wow. We got a coalition just from declaring war, because you get aggressive expansion for... we got a lot of aggressive expansion for a no-CB war. Possibly shouldn't have done that. New Pope. Right, let's consider improving relations with some of these people. I didn't really look at how bad the aggressive expansion was going to be there. So let's see if we can't make it a little bit better. Right, we've arrived in the Gulf of Venice. Let's unload my guy. Try and improve relations here. The aggressive expansion is going to get worse once we vassalize these guys, so possibly not good for us here. Right, will Venice give us control of the siege? That is the question. They don't seem to be giving us control of it right now. Perhaps once we've got another guy there they might. And obviously the other question is, if they take control of the siege, will they let us have it? Will they hand it over to us? Ooh, we got some Epirot nationalists over here. I've never even heard of them. Grab another guy. Bring him over. So yeah, Venice seemed to want to keep control of this siege. Not totally unfair, but I'd rather they let me have it. Like I say, they might hand control of it over to me once we once they take control of it from Ferrara. Once they have sieged it down, they might hand it over. If they don't, well, this war will have been for nothing and no good for us, really. I guess only time will tell. Let's get our third guy over there. Let's see. Oh, wait a second. What if I tell Venice to siege that? I mean, it's probably not going to help, but no. They don't care. I thought they might. Well, there was a small chance that they might leave the siege, but since they're already sieging it, I don't think they really care that much. Okay, we've arrived in Ferrara. Together. Come on, Venice. Let me have the siege. Pretty please. And they're not handing it over to us. Ferrara wants to give us ducats. Right, let's grab a person back from Tuscany. I'm worried about Venice piecing out once they get to 100% here as well. Do Venice have a claim on this? No, Venice don't really care. Right. I could make them a Venetian vassal, not what I want. Right, we've got them at 100%. I could make Modena. I could make them give Modena to Venice. I can make them release Modena. I can make them become a Venetian vassal. I can't make them actually give me anything. Make them give me lots of money. 90 ducats to be precise. If we get rid of war reparations, can we make them give me more? No, 90 and war reparations. I can make them give me lots of money. Not great. Right, you guys can walk home. Mothball you for now. Well, that was a bit of a bust. We're going to need religious ideas. We could build a building. Could build a lot of buildings, really. Let's consider that first of all we're going to want a person. And yeah, let's build a marketplace. Get our trade power up, it'll help. So, yes. That caused us to get some war exhaustion. It caused us to get, therefore, some more revolt risk. We're up to 60% now. It caused us to get a lot of aggressive expansion with neighbouring people and no land. Frustratingly. Should have gone for Dubrovnik, I guess. I'm aware that I have troops in foreign territory. Okay, next up, maybe we should consider Cyprus. The Mamluks would probably come and siege down Rhodes. Would Venice be able to handle... Oh, they might not. If Venice actually got their fleet together, they might not. And Cyprus is our claim, so Venice... Oh, Venice wouldn't hand it over because they've got a claim on it. And it's their mission to conquer it. So, once again, we'd need to get there first, and there's no way that we can defeat those four guys. Oh, we've got missionary strength +1 there. But we don't have our missionary strength from stability anymore. So, that's a shame. Unmothball you. Split in half, split in half. Get onto the boat. Get into Rhodes. Get onto the boat. Rhodes. Get onto the boat. Savoy has entered the military coalition against us. Aragon has entered into a military coalition against France. Get into Rhodes. Okay. That was all a bit pathetic, really. I'm going to end the episode here. And we'll see what we can do next time about not sucking. See you then. Bye bye.